Hello there, my name is Mark Harrison, store manager of the music room in Lincoln. I am now going to demonstrate to you the top of the range flagship model Yamaha CVP709. Just before I start, just a little bit about the CVP range. CVP stands for Clavinova Versatile Piano. So this is an instrument for the whole family, for somebody who's learning to play the piano, somebody who's an advanced pianist, a grade 8 diploma standard, somebody who sings. There's so many features of this instrument that are wonderful. Starting with the cabinet, you've got this lovely soft vault lid, which is great, in the polished ebony finish. This is also available in other finishes, black walnut and polished white. Slightly different prices for each model finish. Some of the great features on here, we have a natural wooden keyboard, the white keys. So as you can see, each key is wood. You've also, it's a graded hammer action, but it's linear graded. So each individual key produces the unique weight of each key over the entire keyboard. From heavy at the bottom, so the keys are heavier to touch at the bottom, and lighter at the top. You've got your music rest holders here, which are great because we all have books which, when you don't have these and the pages turn over. You have your 3 pedals, which you do get on a grand piano. So you have your sustain pedal, your soft pedal, and a sostenuto pedal. And if you're unsure what sostenuto pedal means, it means selective sustain, which in some higher grades of music you can actually sustain specific notes but not the others. You've got a large touch screen, which is wonderful. You have 600 styles to choose from, so if you're playing a piano piece and you want to be accompanied with a band, so you can have a drummer, you can have guitarists playing in the background, which are absolutely great. And again, another massive difference between this model from the CVP705 is this has 22 super articulated voices, and you can hear a massive difference between the sound quality. Anyway, let's play a few more notes. Just one more other thing on the keyboard action. You have counterweights embedded into the keys. This is only available in the CLP585, which is the Clavinova without all the features, the rhythms and the accompaniments like this, and the CVP709. And the counterweights, again, gives you more control, and it feels just much more like an acoustic piano. Let's play a few sounds. So, when you turn it on, if there's a grand piano button here called Piano Room, so if I select this, and on the display, if I select the grand piano here, and the first one we have is CFX Grand. Now this piano, this is sampled from Yamaha's top of the range grand pianos, 9-foot concert grand, sells for in the region of £100,000. So that's what you're going to listen to right now. So CFX Grand. So beautiful sound. Then we're going to go to the Bosendorfer, or perhaps pronounced Busendorfer. Basically, this sample is from a Bosendorfer Imperial and sells for in the region of £160,000. More mellow sound to the Yamaha CFX, but again beautiful. have the pop grand piano. Again, much brighter sound. Or we could play a little bit of Elton John. We have an upright piano sound. Suitcase hard piano. Now, if we go back to the CFX grand piano, what we can do within the piano room function mode, if you can see here, you've got the band. So if I select the band, you have a choice of different styles. So I'm going to select standard piano ballad. And then we have 4 variations of that ballad rhythm. So if I press A, variation A, press play, what will happen is when I play the piano piece, you'll hear an accompaniment. There's no split point at this point, so basically you play as you would a piano piece, but you have the bass player follow you, you have guitarist, you have the drummer, kind of stuff. So what a great way of learning to play the piano and adding a little bit more to your performance. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come out of piano room mode, and because of the beauty of the CVP range, you can play it also as a keyboard or an organ. So you can play chords down here. You have a split point, so this will be like your lower manual of the organ and the upper manual. I've actually selected some styles in the registrations. You can choose your favourite styles. So for the ease of this demonstration, all I'm going to select is registration number 1 through to number 8. So for starters, we will have some of my favourite sounds for starters. So the grand piano, which you've heard. Then we have piano and strings, so you can mix 2 sounds together. A lovely ambient piano sound. Pop grand piano again. Soft choir. Again, this sound you hear is actually a choir sampled in Germany. I think it's called Münster Cathedral. Have a listen to this. String sound. Lovely concert guitar sound, so classical guitar. To finish off just this bank of sounds, electronic suitcase piano ballad sound. Now the next bank of sounds, this is where I'm using the styles now. So using the split keyboard, using the accompaniments, some fantastic intros and endings. You've got 3 intros and 3 endings. Intro 1 is just a 1-bar count intro. Intro 2 is a little bit longer, and intro 3 is the longest. So this one is called Movie Soundtrack. You'll recognise the accompaniment. It's a famous piece from Pirates of the Caribbean, and it sounds great. The next style is called tap dance swing, and again in this style you'll actually hear the tap dancers in the background. So again, lovely sound there. Next style we're going to choose is big band, and nice intro number 2. Have a listen to this. And as you can see, I did some sound changes there, going to the sax section. The next style, this is called 80s movie ballad, intro number 2. And as you can hear there, that was using one of the super articulated two voices, the jazz tenor saxophone. The next style is called 70s glam piano. Now within the piano, something I haven't mentioned, which is truly remarkable, is in here you have some styles that are called audio styles. Now the CVP705 doesn't have any audio styles at all, so you do have to look at the 709. And what the audio styles are, it means that instead of listening to a computer generated rhythm, you actually are hearing a drummer, so they are recordings of drummers. So phenomenal technology. This one's called 60s Rock and Roll. Take the accompaniment off. If you want to do a piano left hand, you can do, so something like this. And the final illustration on this bank of sounds, this one's called Movie Ballad. It's an old style that's been around for years on Yamaha products, but it's been revoiced, new sounds in the one-touch settings, just great sounds. Here we go. And as you'll notice there, that I'm not playing very many notes in my right hand, but you are still getting a lovely full sound. So even from a beginner keyboard player, this is the kind of sounds you will hear from this top range instrument. And I think that's the beauty of it, going back to beginners and advanced players. For the advanced player, there's so much enjoyment you can get from this with all the additional features, and from the beginner, it's joyous. And again, another famous sound, shadow guitar, name this tune, 60s guitar pop style. A little bit of flamenco guitar and pop Latin. And again, using the romantic clarinet sound, which is the super articulated 2 voice. So again, you won't find this sound on the CVP709. And as you can hear there, you get nuances of a clarinet player, the squeaks, the bend up and the bend down sound. And the last bank of sounds, I'll quickly play through some of these. Bossa Nova, example of a Bossa Nova styler. Then we have a Motor City style. And the next style, we have standard rock. Then we have 80s analog ballad. Right, just a couple more features before I finish the demonstration. I've spoken about how wonderful this instrument is for a beginner. And for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select a piano sound. So if I go to the song play section, if I select Follow the Lights, and I'm going to select Somewhere My Love, and then what I can do now, I can select Score, so you can see the music. I can also select the icon here with the speaker, and I can take off the right hand, left hand and play along. Also there's the guide feature, so it'll actually wait for me until I hit the right note. So for example, if I was to play this tune, a beginner, it would sound like this. I think we've all been there practicing a new piece, but the beauty of the CVP series is I can now play that same few bars again, but you'll hear the orchestra in the background. And the orchestra will wait for me until I hit the right note. So here we go, let's start it from the beginning. So you can hear a nice introduction. And also the keys light up, so we can follow the lights if we want. And if I hit the wrong note, nothing will happen until I hit the right note. But what a great way of learning to play a new piece of music. And then as you progress, you can take off the right hand, you can take off the left hand, you can play both hands together. So I'm going to finish this demonstration with a song in here called New York, New York. Thank you very much.